Benavidez and Alexander Gvozdyk. They all come your way, coming up tomorrow on the PBC YouTube page. All right, ladies and gentlemen, as I mentioned, we start the night on pay-per-view at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time, but at 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 local time here on the West Coast. We will have 3 exhilarating matchups that will be preceding pay-per-view on Prime Video and the PBC YouTube page. Want to bring up a man who has a record of 16 wins, no losses, 13 wins coming by way of knockout, earned 3 impressive victories in 2023, including a most impressive knockout over Armando Resendiz last September. Please welcome the 21-year-old undefeated from Phoenix, Arizona. Here is Elijah Garcia. Elijah will match up against Antoine Russell. Coming up on Saturday afternoon, 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time. Elijah Garcia, ladies and gentlemen. Throwing out some towels, I believe, some Team Garcia towels. Las Vegas, make some noise if you want some Elijah Garcia gear. Make some noise if you want some Team Garcia. Got an arm on him. He could probably play it for the Las Vegas A's when they make their way here. We'll let Elijah Garcia work out and talk with him. He takes on Tyrod Davis. One of the feature fights on our prelim portion, 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time, on Prime Video for free, and also the PBC YouTube page. It's the undefeated Elijah Garcia. All right, we're going to talk with Elijah Garcia. Elijah, look over here at this camera. Originally, this fight was supposed to happen in March. The fight obviously did not take place. You were sick, but tell us about how you're feeling as you head into this matchup once again against Tyrod Davis.
I feel good. I feel ready. I have more time to prepare. I know it's going to be a tough fight, and we're ready.
Now, in terms of once again being a part of Fight Week, now this is the 100th championship fight night at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. I mean, you're 21 years of age, but there have been some iconic and legendary names and moments that have occurred inside this arena.
It's a blessing. Another big hard. I trained hard. I feel like I deserve it. So, we should take one step at a time, and we're blessed.
2023 was a tremendous year for you. 3 victories, including having knocked out Armando Resendiz last September. What are you hoping that 2024 brings for Elijah Garcia?
Hopefully, by the end of the year, we can call ourselves world champion. That's the goal. I've been aiming for that, last year, but we got 17 happens for a reason. So, end of the year, we're going to get a world title. Last year was great, but that's important.
Taking on a guy in Tyrod Davis who is very difficult. He trains well under the guidance of Stephen Bretman Edwards. But what kind of statement are you looking to make against Tyrod Davis?
Like you said, well trained, very experienced opponent. I'm just trying to go out there and put a good show for fans. I want to show, I want to show that I'm ready for that world title. I want to make sure, I'm at my best 100%. And I'm not really worried about the knockout. I just want to put great performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause to Elijah Garcia. Undefeated out of Phoenix, Arizona. Great to talk with him. And the event on Saturday promoted by GTD Promotions, Simpson Boxing, TGB Promotions, and Man Promotions. Event sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crowd is yours and sponsored by Xicana products, bringing authentic sabor to your table. Somos Xicana. We will talk with Carlos Adames along with Antoine Russell, still to come. David Benavidez. My goodness, we will see all the fighters a part of our pay-per-view card, along with those involved in our prelim portion, ladies and gentlemen, for championship fights that occur on Saturday night, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. Also, and now, ladies and gentlemen, we want to bring into the ring here at the MGM Grand this man with a record of 23 wins, opposite 1 defeat, 18 wins coming by way of knockout. Originally from the Dominican Republic, now training in Las Vegas. Most recently having stopped former unified champion Julian Williams last June. Ladies and gentlemen, on Saturday night, he will be making the first defense of his crown against the challenger from Cleveland, Ohio, Terrell Gausha. Please welcome the reigning WBC middleweight champion of the world from La República Dominicana. Here is, damas y caballeros, Carlos Adames. We're going to let Carlos Adames work out for all of you. He will take on Terrell Gausha on Saturday night. MGM Grand. Carlos Adames, he's the WBC middleweight champion of the world, working out here in Las Vegas on the PBC YouTube page. We have our translator, Martine Bonner, coming in, and we're going to talk with Carlos Adames ahead of his matchup against Terrell Gausha. Carlos, it is great to see you. Can you tell us about what you took away from yesterday's face-off with Terrell Gausha? You guys are the grand rivals, went face-to-face. What did you take away from that?
Carlos, personalmente, ¿qué conclusiones sacaste del careo que tuviste con tu rival ayer? Lo pudiste ver en persona por primera vez. ¿Qué te pareció?
Bueno, me sentí muy bien, ya que se ve un boxeador bastante honorable para enfrentarme, ya que los otros oponentes no lo han sido, veremos que él lo sea.
Espera, lo último que dijiste.
Queremos que él sea un oponente honorable para enfrentarme.
Well, he looked good, like, I think that we both do each other very well, and I hope that he's an honorable and very presentable opponent, so the fans can have a great fight.
Now that you are the regular champion, you're making the first defense of the title, is it now an opportunity for you to say, hey, I'm the man here at 160?
Bueno, yo soy el campeón, ahora acaso esta es la oportunidad para que vos digas, yo soy la figura de esta división de 60 libras.
Así es. Para mí ahora mismo en estos momentos yo pienso que no hay rival, no tengo rival en estos momentos. Pienso que soy el mejor de la división, no le temo a ninguno de los de la división, a pesar de que hay otros campeones que sí me quieren enfrentar, yo también quiero enfrentarlo. Yo estoy dispuesto para cualquiera.
Absolutely. I have no equal, I have no rival in this division. Whoever wants to come after me, go ahead. I want to face them just as much as they want to face me. So I don't fear anybody in this division.
What separates Carlos Adames from the rest of the middleweights in the world?
¿Qué separa a Carlos Adames del resto de los pesos medianos del mundo?
Lo que me separa de ellos es que yo estoy decidido. Yo estoy decidido a enfrentarlo a ellos cuando quiera, como sea, donde sea. A mí yo no le temo a ninguno de ellos. Eso es lo que me separa de ellos. Yo soy mejor que ellos y ellos lo saben.
My conviction, that's what separates me from anybody in this division, because they know that I can go up against anybody, they know that I want to face them, and like I said before, I don't fear anyone, and I'm game for anything.
What message do you want to send to all the fans with your performance on Saturday night against a very tough and determined Gvozdyk?
¿Qué mensaje te gustaría mandarle a toda esta hermosa gente que te está viendo el sábado por la noche?
Bueno, primeramente decirle que me siento muy contento, me siento muy feliz de verlo a todo ellos asistir aquí a este gran evento. Me siento de verdad que no tengo palabras cómo explicarle el agradecimiento que siento no solamente a la República Dominicana, a todos los mexicanos también que se están dando cita a este gran evento. Quiero decirle que lo estoy apoyando al 100%, inclusive llevo su bandera en mi espalda en esta gran pelea. Espero que sigan apoyándome como lo han seguido haciendo hasta ahora. Me siento muy contento y gracias a Dios vamos para adelante.
So basically, I am so happy, so glad to see you all here. And I want you to know that I'm not just representing the Dominican Republic. I'm also really thankful to have the Mexican fan base support. I also carry the Mexican flag on my back. I want to make Mexico proud as well. And I'm so happy to have the crowd support no matter where you're from, because you're making me who I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the WBC middleweight champion of the world, Carlos Adames. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we want to bring up a man who has an undefeated record, 17 wins. All of his victories coming by way of knockout. He joins us from Capitol Heights, Maryland. He is a 2016 United States Olympian who owns victories of the likes of Victor Postol, Francis Bartholomew, and most recently, he knocked out the previously unbeaten Kent Cruz in the first round last August on a Saturday night. He will match up against a pivotal player for the interim WBC Super Lightweight Championship of the World. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the undefeated Gary Antoine Russell. Put your hands together for Gary Antoine Russell. Ladies and gentlemen, inside the ring, the undefeated Gary Antoine Russell. Right. All right, we're going to talk to Gary Antoine Russell. Undefeated, 17 wins, a knockout percentage. Let me do my math correctly. That's right, 100%. Nobody has gone the distance with this man. Gary, what is the key to your power? I mean, have you been eating your vegetables or what, my man?
Definitely spinach like Popeye. Now, honestly though, everybody got their own different type of training. We kind of like mix everything into our repertoire. We deal with a lot of physics. So.
Your brother is the former featherweight champion of the world, Gary Russell Jr. You know, he's in your corner. It's a family affair. What does having such experience like your brother, it's a fighting family, what is that like to have in your corner and also your entire family around you?
Oh man, it's a blessing. It made me feel like I got a cheat code to the sport.
And what kind of statement are you looking to make here? I bet the Puello's undefeated, 22-0, 10 knockouts, but what are you hoping to demonstrate on Saturday?
Show everybody excellence, you know, definitely want to bring out the skill set. I normally just bring one style of fighting, but I know that he's going to bring a certain style to make me bring more tools out of my arsenal. So I just want to make sure that it continue to be an action-packed fight for me, you know, and I come out victorious with another knockout. Keep my knockout record.
There have been some iconic names that have made that ring walk at MGM Grand Garden Arena. As you are a part of the 100th championship fight night, what does that signify to you?
That I'm now climbing the ladder to be one of the greatest.
After this fight, have you thought about what you could potentially desire in your next opportunity? Or are you just focused on this one?
We're taking it one step at a time. My desire is definitely to be undisputed, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Gary Antoine Russell. Always a pleasure to see the Russell family in the house. Gary Antoine Russell. He's nice right now, but when that bell rings, he gets really mean. I got to tell you, I would not be wanting to stand across the ring from him. Gary Antoine Russell, ladies and gentlemen, joining us here. He takes on Alberto Puello for the interim WBC Super Lightweight Championship of the World. It all goes down this Saturday night. It is PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. For all of you that are here in Las Vegas throughout the week, Friday, 3 o'clock local time, 6 Eastern, for those of you watching on the PBC YouTube page. The weigh-in, the final stare down with the combatants. You will see them face off for the final time as we get ready for PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video this Saturday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. Tickets are available. They are going rapidly. 8access.com. Along with this outstanding night of action, we get prelim that comes your way at 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time, with 3 fights for free on Prime Video and the PBC YouTube page. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are just awaiting the second half of our co-main event of the evening. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are awaiting the presence of the second half of our co-main event, but we mentioned there's nothing like being here in Las Vegas and also celebrating the 100th championship fight night at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. January 29th, 1994, the arena opened up for boxing. Julio Cesar Chavez and Frankie Randall. Also, Mike Tyson fought Evander Holyfield. George Foreman became the oldest heavyweight champion in history by knocking out Michael Moore. Also, Mayweather-Pacquiao happened inside that legendary arena back in May of 2015. Speaking of 2015, March of 2015, Premier Boxing Champions was born at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, with Keith Thurman defeating Robert the Ghost Guerrero. Also, you saw Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman back in July of 2019. As also, we've just seen so many memorable moments Floyd Mayweather fighting Canelo Alvarez back in September of 2013. And once again, we will continue to make history. Ladies and gentlemen, our co-main event on Saturday night features this man. He's an undefeated two-time super middleweight champion of the world, making his light heavyweight debut. He put together a huge 2023. First up in March of last year, he defeated Caleb Frank in a memorable matchup. Then in November, he upended Demetrius Andrade, knocking him out and being the first man to hand him a defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, from Phoenix, Arizona, undefeated, 28 wins, 24 of those coming by way of knockout. He will be looking to become the interim WBC light heavyweight champion of the world, making his debut at 175 pounds. Please welcome David Benavidez. He's joined by his father, Jose Benavidez Sr., who is his trainer. He's got his son with him as well. It's great to see David Benavidez, ladies and gentlemen. David, great to see you. We'll talk with you before we allow you, or before you go and work out. But David, the fan support yesterday, my goodness, what a response for you. You were signing autographs, taking photos. Again, I feel like the crowd has gotten bigger and it's going to get bigger throughout all the fight week. What does this mean to you?
This means the world to me. It's been in my dream since I was 3 years old, and you know I'm gonna have a lot of fun going out there and showcasing my talents to the fans.
David, as you look at your opponent, Alexander Gvozdyk, you love to mix it up. You're a Mexican fighter, you have Mexican blood in you. How excited is it for you to be able to know that this guy is hard to find?
Oh, I'm extremely excited. You know, we both prepared very well for this fight, and fans paid good money for this fight, and we're going to give them a hell of a war.
Having your dad with you, Jose Benavidez Sr., your brother, who's a movie star, also campaigns and fights at 147 and 54. What's that like, having your entire family here with you?
You know, it just makes me really happy that I can have the whole support of my family, and I'm just very excited to get this fight and then get the best possible performance I can possibly give.
Fought at 168 your entire career, now here at 175. What's the difference?
I feel way more stronger in this weight class, way stronger, way faster, and yeah, man, I'm very excited for this fight.
So wait a minute, are you telling me, you're saying you feel stronger, you feel better, are you telling me we're going to get a better David Benavidez?
100%.
Really?
Yes, sir.
What is it, your power, the speed?
Everything, the power, the speed, and the endurance, everything is going to be in another level.
I remember when you made your national television debut back in November of 2015. You've been around the game for a long time, but you're still so young. Do you feel like a young veteran?
I definitely do feel like a young veteran, and man, I feel like, you know, this is going to be this is my second half of my career, and it's going to be the best, and I got another 10, 15 years on me.
I know there's a name that you want that I think the world would love to see. But at this point, do you feel that creating your own lane and just sort of fighting whoever's in front of you is your MO at this point? Or do you still crave and want that big fight? Obviously, the name I'm talking about is Canelo.
Yeah, definitely. The whole world wants to see that fight, so we can get it. Let's give it to the fans. The fans definitely do deserve that fight. Let's make it happen.
You guys want to see Canelo and David Benavidez? I think that's a resounding yes, David.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
All right, let's give it up for David Benavidez, ladies and gentlemen. What's up for all of you here on the PBC YouTube page? Also, son as well, got his glove on. My goodness, it's certainly in the DNA of the Benavidez family. Look at that. Oh, his son's going, ready to go, like his dad. Give it up for his son, ladies and gentlemen. His son's got hands feet like his dad. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for David Benavidez.
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for David Benavidez. Ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for our media workout here in Las Vegas as Fight Week continues here at the MGM Grand. Don't miss the press conferences tomorrow. It'll be the Undercard press conference, 2 Eastern 11 Pacific time at the Undercard. And the co-main event press conference with David Benavidez, Alexander Boxer, 3 Eastern, noon Pacific time, Friday the lane. Open to the public, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific time, fight night. PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. Pre-lit portion, 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time. We'll see you tomorrow for the Undercard and the co-main event press conference as Fight Week continues with Premier Boxing Champions pay-per-view
Anthony,
on
throw
Prime
a
Video.
combination.
Welcome to Las Vegas. For
Oh,
the fans out there,
it's
see you on
coming.
Friday. For those watching
He's
around
like,
the world,
I
we'll
already
see
did
you
like a
tomorrow
bunch.
for the press conferences on the PBC YouTube page. So long for now.
All right, that was that.